today we are going to be looking at some Royale High leaks about the test creator for the upcoming new Royale High school. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I did not say that properly, did I? But yeah, make sure you do so that you will always be updated on all of the newest tea inside of Royale High. Also, I do know I'm making this video a little bit later than I tend to be making videos nowadays. I don't really have a reason for it. I just never got around to making a video, and then I just realized, like, hey, I should probably make the video, shouldn't I? Also, the Summer Halo 2020 is coming very soon. We all know how the badge for it is already out, but the Halo is not out in game yet. Although I know Night Barbie did like accidentally show it in her stream. I mean, I didn't even know that until like after the stream, but then I found out, and then I went and looked around, and then I saw what it looked like. Although I'm not going to be showing what it looks like in this video. You guys can wait until it actually comes out and we get a proper shot of it. Also, like, it's really low quality. It wouldn't even be worth showing anyway. Also, make sure you follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is ImaGamerGirl. My Instagram handle is ImaGamerGirl_, and my Roblox username is imagamerbusiness. That's ImaGamerGirl with the L and I switched. Okay, so if we go and look at this, you can see this is the testing that is going to appear inside of the English class. Also, you can see the rain effects are there. Couldn't see them before, but they're there now. And so the question says, what is the planet closest to the sun? A, Jupiter, B, Mars, C, Saturn, or A, Jupiter. It's not meant to be that. I'm a little bit confused about that. I think this was before Night Barbie completely finished making this thing, but then it'd have like an option D. Also, in the bottom left corner, you can see how it says professor, and the professor for this is Bob. And then it says test planets knowledge. So you'll actually be able to choose the theme of your test, and then you'll be able to make questions based on that theme. And so we do actually get to see a little bit of what this teacher tool looks like for like making the actual test, because there's going to be several teacher tools. I don't know if it's going to be several for the English class specifically, but there may be several for like other classes and things like that. But anyways, if you go and look at this, you can see Night Barbie going into game. This is not with the Summer Halo, don't worry. And so yeah, you can see here what is the planet closest to the sun, and yeah, you can see option D is now there properly. And so you can see how when you move around, the screen just stays like that always. It doesn't like move or anything, it just stays in the same position, just like with the old English class. And so you can see Night Barbie moving around, making sure that it doesn't go moving or anything like that. And then, oh yeah, you can also see how the color of the screen is changing, because it just went from blue to green. And then if we wait a little bit, it does take a while, doesn't it? You can see it going to yellow very, very, very gradually, but it is going to yellow. So I think Night Barbie is just seeing that that's actually happening. And then it seems to be going to red, if I'm correct. Yeah, it's going red. Why is it going so slowly though? Gosh, it is taking long, isn't it? And then here, wait, what was Night Barbie doing? I have no idea. But then yeah, here you can see it goes and changes to purple. So I'm pretty sure there was nothing that Bob was looking at over here. She's just seeing that the colors actually rotate properly, you know, and then it goes back to the original color, and then it just goes and continues on like that. And so as you can see over here, you're actually able to put on an image as well. So you can see that there's like a planet image here, because it's the question asking about which planet is closest to the sun. And so when you're using the test creator, we'll see what it actually looks like in a bit, but you can see how you're able to like choose an image, and then that image will be placed there. So then like when the question comes up for everyone to see, they'll see that image with it. It could be like a related image, because maybe like in Kahoot, I know a lot of the time there's questions like, can you name that Disney princess? So then it'd come up with like an image of a Disney princess, and then you'd have to pick which option it is. So the images can actually be used for the question, or just like this, it could just be used to look nice pretty much. So here you can see Night Barbie's to-do list. So sound effect that plays, replace the music during the question, use an image, the T, no idea what that is, save button at the bottom to save the question, countdown in bottom right corner, test creator, scrolling frame with an add a question button, ability to shuffle the questions, change question type to either true or false or multiple choice, and then write in question. So as you can see, Night Barbie did change it a little bit. Was use an image there before? I'm not sure, but you can see there's a new one, which is ability to mute the chat while the question is live. And so that's so that people don't accidentally go and give away the answer to other people. When you say accidentally, you'd have to do it on purpose, wouldn't you? Like, I don't know how exactly you could do it by accident, but yeah, that is going to be a thing. So then you don't go giving the answers to other people, because that could be disastrous. And since I think I said this before, I can't remember, but like how the Diamonds Award system is going to work for the students is it's going to be split between how many people answer the question right. So if lots of people answer the question right because they heard the answer from this one person, then each person wouldn't get very many diamonds, which wouldn't be very great. So now let's go and continue a little bit to the next stuff that was shared. So over here you can see what the teacher tools that test creator looks like. And so if you go and look over on the left, you can see drag the questions in the order you'd like them to be on the quiz. So if you go and look what it says on the left, you can see it says drag the questions in the order you'd like them to be on the quiz, or click on the question to edit it. As you can see, it says click here to make a new question. And then if you go and look in the middle, you can see it says choose the type of question. So it can be multiple choice or it can be true or false. So you can see what the multiple choice one looks like below it. You can see it says write in your question here a maximum of 200 characters, and then you'll write in the correct answer. So it would be like A, this. Actually, would you even need to write like A, B, C, and D? I'm not 100% sure. I imagine it'll probably do it for you, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, other than that, you can see that it says write in a wrong answer on 3 of the boxes. So you have 1 correct answer and then 3 incorrect ones. I know in Kahoot you can have like several correct ones. If it's like several terms you can use to describe one thing. But in the case of this, there is only 1 correct answer that you can have in a question. And so if you go and look on the right, you can see some optional special effects. So to change the music during this question, where you can go and paste your music ID. There's an add a sound effect that plays at the start of the question, where you go and paste your sound effect ID here. And then below that you can see upload photo if you want there to be a photo on the question, just like how we already saw. So if you go and look at this, you can see what it's going to look like when people have actually answered the question. So you can see here it shows that the correct answer is Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and it's also the smallest. And so you can see which positions everyone has inside of the class. So you can see Comet Bob is in first with 3 out of 5 questions correct. And so then below it you can see get ready, next question in 8 seconds. So then after the 8 seconds, the next question will appear and then you'll have some time to see the question and then you'll be able to go and answer it and find out if you are correct or not. So that's everything that was shared from Night Barbie's stream visually, well, other than the halo, which I'm not going to show because like there's not even anything to see there, to be honest. Like it's literally just a bunch of pixels. You can't see the halo properly at all. But yeah, let's just go over to Twitter and see the other tea that was shared from Night Barbie. So first of all, we have some tea about the Summer Halo 2020. Wow, we were just talking about it. Announcement time. Thank you to everyone who participated in the Summer 2020 Fountain Story Contest. Please read the image below for more details and then check my comment after. Also, please remember, if you won the contest, your story cannot be shared publicly. Thanks. And so if you go and look at this, you can see what Kate Carr wrote, saying, judging the Summer Fountain Story Contest was insanely hard this year. By far, this contest had the most detailed stories yet, and I'm very impressed with everyone's efforts and how many challenged themselves to participate. They were truly a joy for me to read, along with my husband who read some to help me out. While I wish I could pick everyone, I selected 19 winners. That's crazy! That's so many! Like, imagine all of those stories at the fountain. Gosh. Normally, I only pick 10 to 15, but there was no possible way for me to limit it down further. In the comments below, I will make one post where I mention the winners. I'll also make one more post of a few honourable mentions that I would like to recognise. The stories will gradually be shown in Royale High throughout the summertime, so they won't all just, like, appear at once. They'll appear over time. And then what else does it say? Throughout the summertime, and the next contest will likely be sometime in fall 2020. So probably for either the autumn Halo or for the Halloween Halo. Best wishes to you all for the rest of this summer. Oh, that's a great message. You guys can go and see Kate Carr's Twitter if you want to see even more stuff about the summer Halo, like the stuff that Kate Carr mentioned in the tweet. But anyways, let's go over to this tweet here by Sticks and Tricks saying, alright, she spelled, I want to be adding content, not taking it away, so I'd have to add in a homework system. By the way, this was said by Night Barbie in the stream. The homework before wasn't real homework, I'd want it to be different. And then if you come over to the next tweet over here, if I added phone cases, yeah, I heard this, but I didn't hear some of the other stuff in the tweet, so I wanted to like show it. I wouldn't want to use the heart phone and I'd have to remake the whole GUI. I like that idea, but probably would have to get rid of the heart phone. And then below you can see, she says changing your grade is interesting. She doesn't know about having that in game. If it changed anything about the game, then yes. She likes the idea of gold stars if you do good in the quiz. Don't know how exactly that will work, but okay. She likes the idea of signatures, but there's not many fonts to pick from, sadly. School is going to be sectioned off in zones, so it's easy to find real people. I'm pretty sure each class is going to be its own realm. I did mention this before. And then below you can see pen and paper while we take the test. It may look a little bit weird because you're clicking on the screen, I don't know. And then something else that I actually did see, are we going to have a real detention spelling bee? I don't know how that will work. Field trips, I don't know. I'm still making the school right now. It's a lot of work. When people join in the middle of quiz, this is something else I heard. I don't know, it'd be a bit weird not how the teacher intended the class to be. Maybe she can make a game pass so you can save multiple quizzes. I don't like making excessive game passes. We need to spend money to save data. And so there was even more stuff that was shared. Oh wait, is this just a picture of some stuff? Wait. Oh wait, no, there's some stuff above it that I haven't shown. Okay. We can show the question, then there can be a countdown for a few seconds before the answer pops up, so you can think about the answer before you see it, and you can think on your own before seeing the options. You get more points if you answer quickly, or you can just leave that out and we can do a combination of this idea. Like if you answer in the first 5 seconds, you get 100 points. That's some of the options. I don't know if you want to do timed answers. I want to encourage you to think. I don't know if I'll put a countdown in. She's saying publishing to private servers first is basically their form of beta testing for glitches, since then there's like a lot of people that will see if it's glitches or not. Will there be another update before the school is out? Depends. Probably. The school isn't done yet. There's still a lot to do. Not any major updates. Probably. But maybe small updates like new hair or something. That was a lot. And wait, is this another thing I've already shown? Okay, no, it's just the preview. It's a little bit confusing. And so finally, yeah, about the Halo. I like how it actually looks like a Halo. Last year's summer Halo looked more like a hat. Yeah, I see what people mean. Like, it did look very crown-like. The new Halo definitely looks a little bit more Halo-like. I don't think it looks all that different, though, to be honest. But I'm not going to say anything more about that. She's now saying you can add music or specific sound details to questions, but she's not sure if that's too extra, lol. As a teacher, you can change quiz music. It's kind of like the Royale, so she's not sure about this. Imagine if you make music quizzes and you can put in the song and have which song is playing now as an option. You can be really creative if the music is changing. And so that is everything that was shared in Night Barbie's stream. Wow, that was a lot, wasn't it? And yeah, sorry this video is a little bit later in the day than it usually is. I just got sidetracked with doing other things, but you know what? It doesn't matter too much. But anyways, make sure you ring the bell to be notified, you like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.